Hi guys, Joe here. Today's video is going to be about the VEVOR mag drill I've been using about a year now. You can buy this in different configurations, like you can get the tool only, you can get it with just the big bits like this, you can get with just the drill chuck head that converts into. Also, you can get these with different motor sizes, variable speeds where you can use it for tapping where it'll go forward and then reverse out. So there's a lot of different options. Today I'm just going to leave links down in the description for Amazon with this exact one that I'm going to show you guys today. And also some of this anchor loop stuff that I've been using. I'm going to leave links down there for this stuff too. This stuff is great. It works great. I'm gonna demonstrate later on this 1/4" plate and this twist bit head, which I basically primarily use this for. I have used these bits with this to drill some bigger holes just to test to see how the motor would hold up against it, and it lagged a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. I also have a Hogan drill that I just have these set up in there, so I just, instead of switching this out all the time, I just have 2 mag drills. But I use this quite a bit. If you follow any of my shorts and stuff, you would see I'm using this the most. And to tell you the truth, I have a drill press over there. I don't know if you can see it. And I go to this more than that drill press, just because usually the drill press is buried, and this thing does a great job with this setup in there. Also, this drill comes with this dripper. It just hooks on the side here, and then this would run to this little fitting right here, and then there's a little knob here to adjust your water flow, and what it does is it will drop water or your coolant fluid down in the middle of the bit, and it keeps the bit and the work cool. This works great, fantastic, works really well. I've used them before, but for me, having this thing on the back of the drill, and if I'm throwing this thing in the back of my truck and doing a bunch of things, this thing ends up getting broke or getting in the way. So I never use these. I don't, that's just my preference. They would probably keep your bits of your life of your bits a lot longer, but I prefer using this stuff, anchor lube. You can buy it in a bottle like this, or a little dip where you can just dip the tip in just a little bit. Goes a long ways with this stuff. These bottles are real nice and squishy. You can use this for like turning metal too. It's water based, non-hazardous, so I'm not worried about like welding on this stuff afterwards either. Yeah, this stuff is great. It really prolongs the life of your bits. So yeah, this, and it don't leave a huge mess. If you're using this thing, you're gonna have a huge mess. There's gonna be water or oil all over the place, and I don't. That's another thing I don't like about using those things. Well, this works great. I have a 1/4" plate for this job I gotta do tomorrow that I laid out and have like 16 holes that need to be drilled, which I'll demonstrate later for you guys. But yeah, this stuff works great right here. I'll also leave links for Amazon so you guys can check this stuff out. At least go look at it. So all their options on bits too are all metric, so you'd have to convert these. They're just a smidge bigger or smaller, I forget, than our standard sizes. So these would still work for your standard sizes. They'll actually be like a tighter fit for whatever bolt you're using, I believe. So that's it's kind of nice to have these just in case you needed it. But yeah, I don't use those very much at all. Honestly, I don't think I haven't even used these. I used it once just to check to see how sharp they are. They are really sharp out of the box. Comparing these bits to like a Hogan bit that I buy and have, these look a lot more crude and cheaper. So I don't know how long these will last. They do come with a pin too that knocks out the punch once you drill through. So yeah, this is a Rotabroach made in the USA. You can tell night and day difference. This one's a bit used, but yeah, the quality is way better on the American made stuff, which is to be expected because you're paying up for that stuff. So the drill itself, the one that I have, has magnet on, magnet off, on and off. One thing I don't like about this is, say you have this on and you hit the magnet on, the tool's gonna turn on. I don't like that. It's kind of unsafe. Don't have a dead switch on the bottom of the magnet, so if this thing lets loose, it's not gonna turn off. That's another thing I don't like about it. Some of the things, that's really the only complaint I got about it. It's been lasting pretty good. The cord's nice on it. This cord's a little suspect. I don't think it would take a hit up here very well. This head right here, the thing that's cool about this head is, see, we're kind of maxed out for the Rotabroaches here, but it will go all the way down like this. But since this one comes with the drill chuck head, take a nail and wrench, loosen this screw right here, and you can adjust. This thing has way more adjustability. Look at that. So now, that's pretty tall. So now I can add the twist drill bit head. It goes in just like the Rotabroaches. I snug up one side. As you can see, there's like 2 little set screws. And then you go to the other side, tighten it down. All right, now you're good to go. So now you got basically a mobile drill press, basically. Yeah, and so you can see like this thing will bottom out, bam. So this thing's got a lot of different, or a lot of flexibility on heights and stuff with adjustable stuff. Also, I have made a little fixture for this. I'm going to show you guys. Yeah, so my fixture is made up out of a 5-inch or a 4-inch channel with a 1/2-inch 8x8 plate. And then I drilled a little hole here so the drill bit can pass through. And I have this set up where I can clamp it to my table, take it out in the field and use it. It's a great little setup. This was planned out where you can, this is flush here, so I'm not losing any depth here, and the drill bit passes through the hole. So I have this plate here laid out. I'm gonna go ahead and drill it. This is a 1/4-inch plate with a 5/16 bit. So guys, it handled these 5/16 holes in this plate with no problem. Using this lube too, it made the holes go a lot faster, and it kept the drill bit cool to the touch, even doing those holes all at once quickly. As you can see, there's not much residue left from that lube stuff. And then also the other reason why I don't like using the water bottle is it would take away all my lines. See, I still have my cut lines on here because I'm gonna go back and cut these out, because these are gonna be base plates on a handrail. So it's another reason why I like using this stuff. Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna leave links down below. I do like this drill. I've heard good things about this drill. When I was looking at the reviews on Amazon, it was like 4.3 or something, which is pretty good reviews with how many people wrote reviews on there. Yeah, I had 0 issues in the year that I've been using this. So I think maybe if you guys are thinking about buying this and you have to use these bits mostly, and you got tons of holes where you're doing these big holes like all day, every day, I probably would go with the more expensive drill, just because with the cheaper one, you know, the motors aren't going to be as long lasting as like the more expensive $1,000, $1,500 mag drills. But you know, for somebody that needs something to throw in the back of the truck without having to worry about it too much, is a great little thing. Or just maybe a garage tinkerer that wanted a magnet drill, this is a great little thing. A guy that don't fabricate every day that needs a little mag drill, you know, this would be a great tool for him to have. If you need to save space for like a little drill press, you make that little fixture, this is a great option for you. Yeah, so I've really enjoyed this. It has a lot of adjustability. The only thing is the safety features are kind of lacking on it. I don't like that. Other than that, I really don't have anything bad to say about it. So guys, I'm gonna leave Amazon links for all this stuff. I'll have this configuration with all the bits and stuff. If you click that link, and then it'll show you all the other options too on there. If you just want the tool, or if you just want the tool with this like this configuration that I like the best on there. I'll also leave link to this Anchor lube. It's made in the US, great stuff. Highly recommend it. Yeah, so with that being said, I gotta get out of here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.